what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll run on first down. Singleton. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw is Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. Pass caught by Phantom. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Monarchs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. Past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. Now he's free at the 35. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big pickup of 38.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Herbert now. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 21 yards there on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here's Herbert. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. That is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's Herbert. That's to Marion Hampton out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line. 59. Go.
On first down, hits Hampton. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Hampton going to try to punch it in. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Set.
Here's Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
30-yard line.
Get it. Ready.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
From the 22, Herbert. They'll check this one down to Hampton. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
to throw. Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Hey, go Lion. Ready?
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He hits Adams complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a gain of 35.
When you get into the second half of the tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omari and Hampton, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now he's loose at the 40. Touchdown! Malachi Manor, 70 yards. And the Monarchs are an extra point away from evening this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been dated Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. All the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Chargers.
Herbert going to change the play here. Up the middle, it's Hampton. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
final minute now of the third quarter.
5-9.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Now he'll take this and run. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is Hampton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Home trips right.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Set.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Set. Grenade.
Trying to run for it with Hampton. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
Set. Grenade.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
70.
Throwing is Ward. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 39.
And the Virginia Beach 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's downfield. He's got Fannin. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go now.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spreading him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it. Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best.
Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henry. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Hey, Kaplan.
Herbert now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Hampton shedding the tackle. Still on his feet. Off to the races. Inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal